there. And something that we haven't talked about since her debut, I want to talk about this because I'm talking about this. We haven't given her any light since she's been in NXT and NXT /
The love of my
WWE.
life.
So we got talking about Mariah May. So Mariah May, she recently won the NXT Women's North American Championship
Blake Monroe
at
did.
Halloween Havoc. So she was her for that. Right? And of course, I got to play this right after that.
Pop my dick, man.
Right. So Mariah May, she came in right off of the height of her AEW run with that feud with Toni Storm, and she's been riding high ever since, in my opinion. So in the 4 months that she's been here, what are your thoughts on her NXT? And do you think this is kind of better than her AEW run?
No, better. Way too soon. It's out. Way too soon. I would say no. I love everything she's doing. I love the cute caption. She posts a picture of her belt. Says, "You never forget your first." It's her first, and then she asked WWE. It's her first WWE, and you could easily argue there's what 6 singles women's title. So like obviously the mid card, well I guess 7 with the speed. I don't even want to acknowledge the speed, but you would say that's the lowest like of them. But cool, the mid card developmental title. Like I love the idea because I'm a fan of her. I'd love to see her literally in record timing touch every women's championship possible. All of them. Like within 2 years, say she's touched them all. Maybe aside from the tag belts. I think that would be huge. However, in AEW, she won, and I said this on the show multiple times. She won the Owen, and I thought she made the Owen belt more important than anyone else ever did. And she won it and then immediately turned heel. That moment is legendary. And because of that moment, I feel like that's why she'll be synonymous with that tournament belt forever in my head. And then she beats her best friend, her idol, for the women's title and had a great run. So I think even with those 2 stats, and when she was cosplaying, she cosplayed Tony for months. I think I said her on here 2 weeks ago about when I was just rewatching Sting's retirement. She did like a fake intro before Tony defended the belt against Deonna Purrazzo. Like Tony's old music came out, Mariah May came out. She's done way too much in AEW and a great career and run there. Like obviously it's only a 6-year-old company. But I would say easily like she's top 10 women all time in that company, and she wasn't even there day one. Like importance to the history of that company. So what she's done in a few months, great debut, great matches already, good short feud with Jordan, just became new NXT North American champion, all great stuff, but not close to what she's done in AEW quite yet.
So when it comes to her, I think WWE has done an excellent job picking up where she left off. Because I think this can be better because of, like I said, they're picking up where she left off. So like there's not like a learning curve. It's like, okay, what can you do? We know what you can do. We know what you did with Toni Storm, because when she came in to AEW, we knew who she was because of the Wrestling Classic. You know, he was always posting her and things like that. So that's how a lot of us got to get to know her. So when we saw her in AEW, it's like, oh, they saw Mariah May. Okay, cool. And then after the first week, I was like, wow, that's awesome. And then as the story goes on, and then she wins the Owen, and then immediately turns heel, like literally immediately takes out Toni Storm. Fantastic. Cosplaying as Toni Storm was great, even though I think Toni did do Mariah May a tad bit better than Mariah May. I'm not sure if you remember that when Toni Storm dressed up as Mariah May.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fantastic time in AEW. And then also when it comes to Blake Monroe, well, Mariah May at the time, she's still going to be in our Maddies for Women's Match of the Year. And this was earlier this past year in January, February, when she had that match with Toni, the Hollywood Ending match. I believe that was January or February. Yeah, easily a top women's match of the year, and it is on the list for the women's match of the year contenders. But I said I think WWE they're doing a great job following up with everything because like even when she came in, we weren't sure what she was doing with Jordan Grace, but then the vignettes with Jordan Grace were fantastic, and then even like her pursuit of Sol Ruka in the women's title was great, and then the whole like on social media she's been fantastic promoting herself and even doing things to build her feuds. So do I think she's doing better? Her AW run is WWE run is better right now than AW. No, but do I think it has the potential to be? Yes, because they're picking up from right where she left off, and even like the promo where she's in a bubble bath and we're having AC championships, and she's like even wrestling until she gets to New York. Great stuff. So
A big thing to me is going to be when she gets called up within the first 2 months. Then that re-ask me that question.
yeah, and the thing is, like NXT isn't quite developmental anymore. It's actually seen as a like the actual third brand. Like they're on TV, and then it's like I said, like when Triple H took over, it's like a universe. So you can still see her on Raw and SmackDown, but while she's still an NXT talent, and then after that, you like I said, you could just sprinkle her in and out because
2 weeks ago she was on SmackDown in the crowd. Obviously, helped build up the match, which was supposed to be with Sol.
Yeah, and I'm fine with her just staying in NXT, being the champion, and stay down there for a year or two, because I don't need her being Julia. Like she just get called up and has a belt and does nothing because like Julia has shit. God damn. Hold on, I got. Yeah, like because like granted she's the WUS champion and all, but it's like there's nothing going on. But I rather have Blake Monroe just in NXT. And sprinkled into Raw and SmackDown, doing important stuff. So Blake Monroe, fantastic. I wish she really didn't have all that time off between her contracts because I would love to have her in the Women's Star of the Year, but I don't think she's going to make it because everybody has been around for the entire year. But looking forward to what happens with Blake Monroe, and salute to her for winning the W North American Championship. So Saturday night main event is this